You're taking me back to the sleepless nights, phone calls and candlelights. Those were the things I liked the most. And back when we were passing notes in school, spend our summers by the pool, talking about what we'd be when we're grown. Well, those were the days. You're taking me back. You're taking me back when the world was smaller and everything was ours. You're taking me back. You're taking me back when everything moves slower. You're taking me back to better days. Trips, late night drive to our favorite hits, burning through a mixed CD we made. Just a couple kids, nowhere to be, taking time for making memories, living life like we were runaways. Yeah, those were the days. You're taking me back. You're taking me back when the world was smaller and everything was ours. You're taking me back. You're taking me back when everything moves slower. You're taking me back to better days.
All right, so we've made it to our camp spot. It's a few k's out of Diggins Campground. We're all set up for the night, and I thought, why not do just a little bit of a tour of the solo setup. It's on just past 6 o'clock at night, so we're just getting ready to cook some dinner. But before we do that, why don't we just have a bit of a look around. It's a pretty awesome spot. It's tucked away nicely on the Turon River. Not much of a river here, but more of a creek, but it's still the Turon. We're all set up. Got the Raptor with the awning and the swag all ready to go. Cut up some firewood. Fire's ready, or getting ready. Got a little fire pit, and I'm going to put the grill on later and cook up some sausages, or I've got some leftover Christmas lunch meat which I can heat up and make a bit of a pork sandwich or a pork roll. But I thought we'll do a quick tour of the setup that we've got. Yeah, starting with the fire pit. Now it is summer, but tonight's supposed to get quite cool. It's actually a beautiful temperature right now. I know tomorrow's going to get hot, but right now it's really comfortable. But thought we'd get the fire going anyway. Got the nice lounge recliner set up. The main camp area, I guess. I did a video on the awning setup that I've got. This is the first time using it with the sidewall and the extension, and I'm pretty happy with it. It's going to give me a lot of shade. The sun sets over in that direction, which means it's going to come up over there, and tomorrow I'm going to get plenty of sun. I'm probably here for a couple of nights, so this is going to give me a nice bit of shade when I need it. So yeah, the swag is a Oztent RS1 on a Oztent RS11 stretcher. I don't know if that's what you call it, but anyway, that's what it is. Fits nicely, almost perfectly, but not quite under the extension. the swag itself, if you guys want to do want me to do another video on that to go into more detail on it, it's good, it's great, the swag, the stretcher, pros and cons, but I'm happy to do a video if you want to let me know in the comments if you want to know more about the swag setup. But yeah, look, it's roomy. I've got plenty of room in here. Nice open windows. In the morning, that's going to be a great view. I have had some nights in this where I have had some condensation. Nothing you can do about that on a really cold night, but I don't expect any of that tonight. I'm also not expecting any rain or bad weather tonight, so that should be pretty cool. But that's the swag. On a ground mat, ground mat's more, it's a bit of a rocky ground, just to keep a bit of a cleaner, tidier area. Under the side wall, which I've got sort of in a flat position, I guess in the video I showed how you could have it as a pure sidewall or angled, but I've got my sort of kitchen set up here. Yeah, got my essentials, torches, lighting, dishwashing tubs and things like that. Some essentials, Australian summer, must have. I've got, for my solo trips, I've just got a little 20 litre Waco fridge. It's not big, but for 1 or 2 nights, it does what I need it to do. I have to do a bit of a rotation with my cans of drink, but holds quite a few, and my meat is chilled nicely. I have just a thermometer just to keep an eye on it. So currently sitting at 1.2 degrees and a beautiful 23 outside. I got a new Dometic 2-burner gas stove. I used to use the butane canisters and I hated them. Didn't work in the cold. Going to a proper gas burner, it's just been a game changer. It's been awesome. Plenty of water, drinking water, rubbish bag, and little 4 kilo gas bottle, and my 12 volt setup. The 12 volt setup is a custom sort of DIY job. I'll do a separate video on this one. I made this one myself. It's my first attempt at a 12 volt setup. It's been working brilliantly. I've got 100 amp hours of lithium in there, but if you guys are interested in knowing more about that, let me know in the comments. I'll do a separate video on that one because there's quite a bit to it. But yeah, that's the kitchen setup. Blower. These blowers are great. Not only do they help with the fire if you need it, but just generally cleaning dust and things around the camp. It was a really dusty ride in, so little Ryobi 18 volt blower has been fantastic for that. The Raptor going great. In here I just keep things like my pantry, some extra gear, my clothes, shoes, things that I don't want spiders and whatnot nesting in. I did build a little a platform, made it out of aluminium extrusion, 2020. Again, let me know in the comments if you want to see more about that, and I'll show how I made that. But basically, when I'm driving, I've got some tie down points, and this is where I would store my battery and fridge. But for now, this is where I keep all the things that I don't want critters getting into: shoes, towels, shirts, clothes, whatnot, and all my pantry items. Excess cans of drink and beverages staying here until I can get them cold. I will be getting a bigger fridge hopefully shortly, but for now the little one that I've got is doing what it needs to do. All right, yeah, in the back, coming up under the awning, just where I keep all my excess stuff, in here. Just under the tarp, I keep all my excess lighting, electronics and things like that. Stuff like my radios and any spare chargers and things that I need. I do have an inverter, 1000-watt inverter that I can use to charge that stuff up if I need to. On the roof, probably can't see it, but right now there's obviously no sun as it's setting, but tomorrow the sun will be up and bright, and the 240-watt solar panel will top up that 12-volt system nicely. Keep me going. Even without it, I could run 3 or 4 days, no problem at all, with my camp lights and fridge going. It is a beautiful spot. I haven't been here before. It's quite busy coming in through Diggins Campground and looking for a spot. It is Christmas holidays and everywhere was just about taken, so I kept driving and eventually found this nice little spot here, right by the river. Absolutely beautiful. I've also got, for short trips, got a little solar shower system here. Probably more in a 2-day trip, just to keep me cool, wash your hands and things. It's not pressurized, it's just using gravity, but 20 litres, it's plenty enough for me for a couple of days, and it'll keep me rinsed off and fresh. Otherwise I suppose I could rinse off in the water. It gets a bit deeper up that end, if you wanted to go for a half a swim. But yeah, that's my solo camp setup in the bush. You just see my refreshing beverage here. We'll just have a quick sip of that because that's needed. Yeah, so that's my solo setup. Nothing flash, but for a couple of days out in the bush, this is all I need, and this is quite comfortable. The firewood, I don't need a lot. I'm only going to be burning just a little bit at night, just to keep me warm. They reckon it's going to get down to around 9 or 10 degrees Celsius tonight, so that's cool enough for a fire. It certainly shouldn't be a problem with frost or anything else. Yeah, nice little spot. It's just off the road, if you could call it a road, that comes in. There's a little bit of a river crossing over there, and found a nice little flat spot. It's a bit rocky, a bit hard to get the pegs in, but otherwise it's beautiful, peaceful. Nice pine trees provide some shade, but I dare say tomorrow when the sun comes up over in that direction, there's going to be quite a lot of heat hitting me. We'll really test out the new Sunseeker awning setup from Rhino Racks. I have no reason to think it won't do well, but for now, that's the solo setup. I'm going to start thinking about doing some dinner. I guess I have two choices. I can either put the grill on the fire pit, do some sausages and steak, or I can heat up some leftover Christmas lunch on a pan or the griddle. Either way, it's going to be win-win. But yeah, that's it for tonight. I might come back in the morning and see how early we can get up, cook some breakfast, see what tomorrow looks like. Well, good morning guys. It's about 6:15. I got up, I guess, about 6:30. I've just got the fire going. Sun's just poking its head out. It's around 5 degrees now. I think it got down to a bit colder than that. I felt a bit colder than that just before the sun got up. But I was beautiful and toasty in the swag. No condensation, no moisture issues. It was a lovely sleep. And now we've got the billy on it's time for a cuppa. So I'll get this sorted out. I'll get myself woken up, and then I'm going to make some breakfast and see what we can put together and give you guys a look at that.
Saw you walking by today with the sunset in your eyes. I couldn't find the strength to say what was running through my mind. You couldn't help but notice me staring with that awkward smile from the other side of Thompson Street. I felt love for a little while, 'cause you looked beautiful in the sunset glow, in that sunset glow. You looked more beautiful than anyone I know, than anyone I know. You ended up falling for me, and to this day I don't know how. I think about it constantly. I promise I won't let you down. When I asked, you told me yes, to be in mine forevermore. All I can offer is my best, through the good and bad, through rich and poor. Oh, you look beautiful with that white dress on, with that white dress on. You look more beautiful than anyone I've known, than anyone I've known. You look beautiful. Oh, you look beautiful. You look beautiful with that white dress on, with that white dress on. You look more beautiful than anyone I know. You look beautiful, so beautiful. Forget our fear of what comes after.